Wild access. Ha! Greetings, Dave here. DCP Effects. Yes, that was very cheesy, but it's Power Rangers, man. It's what do you want it to be. This is the finished version of the Lunar collar that I showed off earlier, well, middle of last week. This is the final version, but this time I threw a coat of primer on it. Let me show you a little better here. So this is me putting a coat of primer onto this, just to make it show up. Like, obviously Guillaume's going to finish this. This is not for me to finish. Although I may make my own. This is pretty cool, and you know, big Lunar Wolf Ranger fan myself. Anyway, so I probably will make one myself. But this is the file, and just because it was natural filament with all these lights going on, it just made more sense to give it a coat of primer to do that. But there is the Lunar collar, and there's the inside. So that's the phone part of it, because they were phones. And there's a screen. If you look at, so there's the Wolf logo and numbers. I'm not sure how Guillaume's going to finish that, but that is for him to do, not for me. So there it is there, and I think it looks pretty awesome. And then obviously there's the bottom to be finished, because, well, you got to have some remnants if you're going to be 3D printing something with a base. So there is a little bit of TLC for Guillaume to finish with, but that's well within his wheelhouse to do that. And also I have this. Now this piece, this is my strap from my Lunar collar, and this just fits just fine on here. And what I had to do is I had to make it a little bit, I think 1% wider. It was very, very, very tight, but now with this on like this, it just slides in and you're good to go. And whoever this is for can just wear this right on their wrist and they're good to go. Although I do think Guillaume has planned to add a rare earth magnet in here, so there's just an extra step. Plus this is going to wear as you put it in. You're going to wear the paint down, so maybe there's a better plan, but you saw how easy that came out. And there it is on there. So it is just, it's a great little file, and kudos to Guillaume and the guys who designed this. This does a really good job, because like I say, I'm an old pro when it comes to these things. I'm an old fan, so I have quite a few of them. So I understand how good it can look, and it looks great. Even, you know, the teeth is really well done. So this is another print I've done for Guillaume. It seems that that's what I do these days. I print things for Guillaume. You know, other people, maybe if you want something done, you can ask me too. Guillaume seems to have me on speed dial, and it's kind of funny. As I said, this was just something I needed to modify just a scooch, because it just was not quite right. So I just went into the slicer and made it a little bit bigger, little bit, 1%, and it's golden. So I can just take this and it will slide in like that, and I'm good to go. And you know, that didn't take anything. Now granted, as I'm doing this, I'm wearing down paint inside the holder, so other plans to do that, but this is awesome. This is great. I think this is cool, because the ones I have are kid size, and this is a big one. Now granted, not mine. It's going to Guillaume. It's going to Guillaume today, hopefully, and well, it'll be for him to finish, but it's cool. It's a fun prop. As a big Lunar Wolf fan, I think I will have to make one. I think I've sort of hummed and hawed. I'm going to have to make one, because it's going to go with my Lunar Q. It'll just sit there in the corner. And I do actually have the Lunar Wolf helmet that I can finish off. I've had it since the pandemic. I have not done a thing with it other than look at it. I do need to finish it off. It's just a matter of adding some hinges and you know, giving obviously the coat of paint it requires. But you know, it is what it is. So hey, happy Monday, everyone. You know what? It's really funny looking at this. The end of this week is my 3rd anniversary of starting this channel on YouTube. I started on January 13th. I set it up in December of 2019, but I didn't actually have my first video until 2020, and it was January 13th where I had that horrible first video, which I still look at it now and cringe. And funny, a friend of mine, Mike, has started up a YouTube channel, and he's like, oh, I hate it. And I said, yeah, everyone hates their first video. It's terrible. It is what it is. It's all good. So, hey, that is today's video. Everyone, have a great day, and we'll talk to you all later.